Alright guys, it's Cocoa here. We are here again at Goatborg Race Complex with the GTI field. You can see them over there. Track, same deal as last time. Although we got ourselves a nice looking pit lane here. You see everyone lined up with their order of pit stalls. Although there does appear to be an issue. There will be a shutdown. I didn't realize this issue till now, but there will have to be a shutdown before the race. That won't affect the qualifying though. So we'll get to that one shortly. Little problems with the tracks were noticed last time, so some things have been done to improve the quality of the track, including the pit exit, and as well as the corner cuts. One corner where there was a big crash throughout the track. You can see also high-speed sweeper there has had some issues with the GTIs being needed to let off versus the Rot Mods. They were taken flat out. See, the entire corner along the walls has been completely changed after Performance Engineer's horror crash just last night. Cuts were actually observed to be on the track on a couple sections here, so those have been fixed. And one thing a little quirky about the Rot Mods before we finish this all up, there's actually a section where cars can actually go flat out through an entire corner. That is right here. Overall, laps has been observed to be about a second or two faster than in the Rot Mods. So these are pretty heated up, and looks like we'll have a pretty good day today. And I believe drivers will be teleported very shortly. Who's that Lando Norris person? That's Performance Engineer. We do actually have a pace car driver today that is 8BK Master, unless he's not. Into your cars. In the pit lane behind the safety car, which is the purple Lexus SLC 500. So coming up to the front of the field is the recently reschemed 951 machine, which is no longer an SCG, but instead a 650S McLaren. 10-5's of course in his familiar scheme, and not quite happy today with his car and how it's been running. You got Jen in the blue and white Brutalist. Now as his team has been founded. Gonna wait for more cars to head over. Qualifying will last 10 minutes, unlike the Rot Mods, but overall it's the same format. Alright, more cars make their way over. Don't go just yet, guys. No, don't go just yet. There's more people coming, I believe. Of a mistake on my behalf, but yeah, I need everyone up into the field. Line up, please. Qualifying is starting very shortly. I need everyone in their cars, so Shibe, if you could please head into your car. I believe we are still waiting on Jack Pro, who is currently leading the championship, I believe. Stay in your cars. It's been Juiced and Shibe. Okay, so where is Jack Pro's car? What happened to Jack here? Now, why did you do that? Also, I'd like if you guys would not try to waste time because our pace car driver is on a very limited schedule. He's going to have to go kind of soon. Hop out of your car. I'll scoop it up. Hop out of your car. I can't seem to... Yes, this is a points race. I'm gonna try one more time. If I can't do this, I'm gonna just put you in the back one, and we'll just... Yeah. This is your own fault, your own doing, I believe. So... Unless I can fix it, which I don't think I can. I'm gonna try. Nope, that definitely wasn't my fault, that's his. So, yeah, Jack, you are out of qualifying, but you'll start in the back of the field. That's why you don't screw around. Nope, you are gonna just sit out qualifying, and I'll put you in the back. I don't know why it doesn't take much to have some decent common sense. You don't. We're gonna shut the server down. And, yeah. Everyone to the cars so we can start this quickly. Okay. No, I'm not buying him another car. He's... Actually, let me just... He decided to be a little bit of a dum-dum, and he's going to pay the price. I can't say anything else than that. Alright, guys. We are clear to go green. Well, not green yet, but clear to start pacing. Push talk now activated. You see cars not wanting to go yet. Don't know why you guys aren't going in the back there, but you guys do you. You're gonna have less time to work with if you don't go, so. It's only qualifying though, so it doesn't matter all that much. After all, this is gonna be a 45-minute, 50-lap race. But let this be a lesson not to screw around before qualifying starts. We have a very limited schedule to work with because I don't want our pace car driver to not be there. So we'll have to work with what we can. Okay, pace car pulled in this lap. Okay. Pace car pulling it in. Green flag. And timer is now out on the leader, East 951 leader so far. But not for long. You see 10 fights there side by side. We're going to see the first sectors that matter, although at the time board will be erased. Sector 1s are in. You can see so far the fastest is Performance Engineer. Doesn't surprise me that much. He has a purple Sector 2. This makes its way over through the curve. Instead of side by side with East here, coming down the front stretch. Performance Engineer not far behind, probably going to take pole position. As your times were 10 to 5 at pole. On the Performance Engineer, Aubrey with a 50.197. Current lap records in the 47 seconds range. And the reason Jack Pro's been seeing this one out is because of making a critical mistake of skill issues of jumping off his car. I need to stop roasting the guy. I'll give him credit. He is a great driver, but sometimes bad decisions happen. They happen to me. I've done the same. Performance engineer making his way through purple on both sectors. Now made his way over the final turn. And performance engineer going to make his way through the front stretch. He is once again quick time will go. It is not a lap record. East 951 in second. Tenafis in third. Noveler in fourth. Scheib in Jen without time. Till Jen moves up to third after setting a time. Scheib the only person without a single lap. Callie? As it's a good looking sector 1. It's not going to matter though. He crashes out. East 951 slides through. So does Tenafis. East 951 now the leader of the qualifying as we're about to approach. Actually, we've passed the quarter waypoint, I believe. Unless I can't count. As East 951, is he going to set anything faster? This is a decent looking lap. Green on sector 2. Will it improve enough? It will improve, not enough to move up a position. Stays in second. Extends his position. As Jen is making his way through, he does not get a valid time. Tenafis will not improve. As you can see, Tenafis also side by side for the moment with Noveler 05. Noveler 05 slides through in the Cadillac. As East 951, green, once again on sector 1. Sector 2 for performance engineer, not looking exactly the best, not looking bad either. East 951 making his way through the hairpin, out of it. And through the high-speed right-hander. Through the sweeper he goes. Jen purple on sector 2 won't matter, unfortunately, due to this lap being invalidated in the GTR, which she complained about being slow earlier. So far, he's still in third place overall. As performance engineer, last lap was purple. I just noticed that. Only person improving is Noveler 5, will not move a position. I'm going to see if performance engineer has anything going on. What is with performance engineer? Pulls off and is just reading stats. Move over watch from East 951. East 951, decent looking lap, but the sector 2 could be a little bit better. That's a good looking lap by Tenafis steering up over there in the Dodge Viper. Tenafis making his way through. Noveler improving. Tenafis in 5th still. Does not improve. No other major improvements, although Scheib finally setting a valid lap. So we're starting to approach the halfway point of qualifying, down to the point where we're almost the length of qualifying that the Ratsmas have. Alright, drivers, we're now halfway done. We're 5 minutes through, 5 minutes to go. As East 951 will not improve. Scheib with a purple sector 2. So overall, decent looking lap for him. Seems like the majority of drivers in the 50 seconds range. As East is going to slap the wall, so I believe there goes his lap right there. Performance engineer, are they out again? No, they're not. They don't need to go out. It seems that might be their mindset. As Noveler 5, he starts to see Noveler starting to catch up little by little to East here. Could get close. There's 4 minutes left on the clock. While East has had a purple sector 3, so it seems like everyone's trying to get the bits together. Sector 1 and 2, of course, weren't the best. Although Jen was looking quite decent there, his lap would not have improved. Tenafis moved out of 5th place by Scheib. as it looks like East 951 potentially on the flyer of a lap. Only a few minutes left to go as it makes its way through the high-speed S's. The sweeper S's actually would be a better term. Makes its way through the double apex hairpin. Decent looking lines on the exit. Sector 2 is a little slow and he gets a corner cut, I believe. So there goes his lap. Jen not far behind with the 18.138. Not the best. Sector 1 gets a cut through the fast sweeper there. So there goes his run too. So we're now about 3 minutes left to go. There's a car trying to get a run of a sort. No major improvements by the drivers here. Zeus's lap was actually valid, but not enough to be any quicker. As you can see, Tendifies with a decent looking Sector 1. And his last lap is now under the 51-second range, so I can confirm, at least for everyone other than Performance and Jack during practice, those two 100% will be the faster guys, but the majority of the field seems to be extremely competitive here today. Not too many cars, not as many as the Rotsmots. Not a bad field though either, I'd say. As Noveler making his way through. He does not improve his lap, although Jen does. Takes down about a 10th or so. And as you can see, Jen has 11 cuts, but shy with 15. Okay, Jen gets a little loose there. As Noveler 5 with the purple Sector 2 makes his way over. Gets the loose and spins out on the final turn, unfortunately for him. Only about a minute and a half left in this qualifying session, as Nar is the current qualifying leader. East 951 behind, or qualifying position leader, as East seems to have had something pulled off for a moment there. There's probably going to be about 2 laps to go for the drivers here, but we'll have to see. As drivers make their way past the tunnel, the times are about what you would expect. Haven't seen any major improvements for anyone, although it does look like Tendifies might be on a quicker lap potentially. Not too far behind from the rest of the field. In third position wise. Qualifying position, he is in last, although he might just about move up a spot. We'll have to see. Makes his way through the front stretch. White flag in the air for qualifiers as they go through it. And Tendifies will not improve. White flag for all the drivers now. White flag for all drivers. As it looks like Noveler 5 getting hunted down by the other V6 powered machine, the GTR of Jen. Jen on the flyer of a lap here. He might have what it takes to take away the pole. That's a good looking Sector 2. How about the double apex hairpin? Nar gets a better exit on it, but is that going to matter in the end of things? Because he's looking good this time around. The checkers out when you guys cross the line as they make their way through the final turn. And will it be good enough for the quick time? Will he move up a spot? He will not improve because his lap is invalid. Unfortunately for him. Waiting on Shibe and Tendifies across the line. Tendifies will pull it off. And Shibe runs the oval. Performance Engineer with the purple Sector 3. That should be everything. We're going to be good for a shutdown just in a few moments. Performance Engineer going to get the quick time. We gotta do a quick little thing though, real quickly. Do not do more laps. Do not do more laps. We'll be doing a shutdown in just a bit. No, no, just stay put because I need to do a shutdown because the pits were unanchored. So, whom has access to that? Arisnetta. Okay, so Arisnetta and Jack will be starting from the back of the field. Jack will be starting ahead of Eris. That puts us at 9 cars. I mean, at 8 cars, so that's a decent. That's decent. Just gotta. Rejoin the game. Also, APK, I've given you speaking perms. Please only use them if you need to go or if you see somebody stuck. For important.
These are for. These.
Oh god. Alright, so we are going to line up like we were in the ROTS mod, so let me just line up the car so you guys have a reference. Okay, so pole position is, of course, performance engineer, so I'm going to teleport perf. I will teleport you by your position. So perf, hop into your car, line up behind, about a car length behind, diagonal to the wall, like we did in SNGP. You remember that? Second place, that was, checking real quick. East 951. So East just line up second place. Novel 5 in third place. Fourth place is Jen. And, oh fuck. Fifth place is Shibe, so I don't know what car Shibe drives. I think it's one of these. Is Shibe not racing? Okay, Shad not racing. That leaves it to Tenaflies. So we're to 7 drivers again, for some reason. Jack gets 7th place. Well, 6th place. And then Eris starts in last. Never mind. Shive joined. I don't know if they're... So... Tenaflies, if, just for now, don't stay like right here for now. Give us space, because I think Shive might be racing or not. If they're not, then you can move back up. If we can have the drivers please enter their cars and stay in them. Shy go back here. Shy back here. Okay. That is the field. I don't believe anyone else is going to join, so we're going to start clearing out cars. Given that I've made the back corners less strict, I'm going to keep it what it was last time at 20. Actually, no. I'm going to make it 25. I'm going to make it 25 because the race is a little bit longer. I know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't, but I do. I do. More cuts, so percentage wise on average it should be better. Also, the cuts have been fixed since yesterday. There's cuts that were literally on track and I made them all more fair, so that should make things better. Just focus on staying on the road, you guys will be fine. It's gonna be a 50-lap race. I suggest you guys refuel your cars if you haven't already. I mean, it's not gonna matter too much. And we're gonna have 2 pace laps. And I've decided if there is a caution with we're gonna finish under yellow if it has to come to it, but I don't want to finish like that. But we'll have to. Since it's a fuel based race. Alright. Laps are up. Is everyone ready? Please say yes. Please do not take long at all, because APK is on a time crunch and he's going to have to go very soon. Please try to take as little time as you can. If it's something that you could do after the race, then do it. There's a chance I might have to do the pacing, so... Okay. Go when the person heavy goes, maintain 3 car lengths of space. The yellow flag's out. Go when the person heavy goes. Alright. Try to give each other 3 car lengths of space. You guys are doing good in pacing though. Right, pacing looks good. I still screwed up with the GY. Oh. Well, so far things have been a little bit frustrating for Jack Pro. I believe he has what it takes to get things back though. And there's your entire field there. Alright, Jen, Nar, you guys in the back try to fit each other. Have one more lap under yellow. Just stay on the track. So I'm 100% confident there's no cuts on the asphalt. Lights are still yellow. And I need the guy, Jack Pro, please don't tire warm. You're giving issues to Eris. Can you guys in the back please not tire warm? You guys are kind of doing some iffy stuff with pacing and it might screw the people in the back. Jen, pick up the pace. Jen, pick up the pace. Okay, pace car should probably be good to pull it in. Just make alright, everyone else maintain 60 miles an hour. 60 miles an hour pacing now. Alright. Things are looking good. I'll be watching for jumps. Full pace. Green flag. Full pace, don't jump. Jen jump, Jen jump. Shy jump. You didn't need to brake that hard. Shy jump, get back on the corner. Clear. You don't need a brake, bruh. Hello. As the green flag is out in the air for the second place spot, and it's a move between Jake and Eris. Eris already up at the front. So that start's going to be reviewed for jumpers. If you jumped, you would be ordered to do a drive-through. Since we could get away with that in this series. That will happen momentarily, as we're going to let the battle sort of settle itself for the moment. Drive-through penalty, Eris Netta. Just do it like you would a pit stop. And for the lead, Jack Pro making a move, takes the lead away. My apologies, I have to host at the same time. He's still in the battle though, so that's a surprise to me. Doesn't seem to be for long though. You can see Shive is taking back the spot. We're going to watch Eris Netta here. Eris Netta drive through within the next 4 laps. Performance Engineer takes the lead back from Jack Pro PC through the tunnel. How long is that going to last? To make their way through the high-speed S's here. And it looks like Jack gets a good run, takes the inside, not for long, switches through the double apex hairpin, and Jack is your leader, but not for long. Performance trying everything it can, gets back to the point for the time being. So it looks like these are going to be the two to watch throughout the entire race. As there's Netta going to slam into the barrier. Will she go through to do a drive-through? No, she will not go do a drive-through. She has 3 laps to go. Meanwhile, Jack Pro tries to make a move down the inside. As the two of them all the way ahead of everyone else. Already several seconds of field difference there. Have 8 cars today. Jack Pro might have got a decent move there. Yes, he does. As they make their way through the apexes, or through the double apex turn, tries to make a move on the outside. Can't get too much to stick. He is still right on his bumper though, so he is within punching range. As we are now 4 laps into the race, refueling may have to become a factor at some point. 2 laps to go, Eris, before black flag for no drive-through. Performance Engineer at the front with a good little gap now on Jack, about half a second. There's now a battle between Tenafly's East and Nar there. Both of them all going 3 wide. And it's 3 wide still through the final curve. East trying to get to the lead. How long is that going to last? Not long at all. Hits the wall. Has he spun out? He's gotten a little loose and lost a bunch of time. There's now serving drive-through. Okay, drive-through served. That puts Aerosnet a little bit of a gap behind. Current quick time goes to Performance Engineer, who might just about go faster this time. Let's see how the times are on the board. Does improve, not to lap record level, which is actually set by Jack Pro last year. So looking back at the battle between Tenaflies and Nar, kind of split off a little bit by now. Not the worst though. The Shy seemingly making up a little bit from last race though. Seems to be hunted down little by Tenaflies there. Narwhaler also at the tail end of Tenaflies. And gaining more and more ground as turns go by. Tenaflies goes a little bit wide. Might lose a little bit of ground there to Noveler 05. Shy losing ground, apparently. So you see Noveler 05 in the background there. I mean, Jen in the background there. Got second place, but didn't do so good today. After jumping the start, he decided to brake, which I can understand the intent, although maybe next time he should probably, for a tip of people that jump in the future, give it up by the corner. Don't slam your brakes on a straight. You just need to give your position up. You don't need to surrender your entire race. Like, man. Anyways, looking up back at the position, seems like a 3-way battle might stir up unless Nar taps the wall any harder. Didn't seem to get too much damage out of that. Shy goes wide, loses 2 spots there from podium to 5th. Arisnetta losing ground to Jen there. As it looks like Shy, with the horsepower his Dodge Viper can provide, starting getting a little bit of ground on Noveler 05 here. So they're narrowly approaching side-by-side action. Shy looking up towards the inside there for a little bit there, more so than Nar. Missed the apex there, which would cost a decent amount of time, as Narwhaler already almost on the back bumper of Tenaflies once again for the podium. Takes the inside as if he, well, nope, he is still there, and Tenaflies gets it back. Shibe in the position, through wide, through the double apex hairpin, and it looks like the 3 of them now in a tight-knit dogfight once again. Nar to the point, though not far behind is Shibe, as it looks like Tenaflies slapped the wall. That's going to cost a few tenths there, and a few tenths too painful. Already about a second off of Nar, as it looks like Shive trying to make a move over around the outside of Noveler 05. Gets a good amount of inertia, uses his horsepower advantage just a little bit, and gets back up to the podium. Noveler on his back bumper though, and I believe the Cadillac does have better handling characteristics. So he's going to find himself just starting to peek around, but can't get any ground to work with. Got it. And it looks like Noveler 05 just trying everything he can, struggling a little bit to catch up on the straights, but he is gaining ground little by little by little. And this little section here is a place you want to be ahead. Mashive has already gone through the high-speed line there, so that's going to give him a good little advantage. But it seems like Nar not far behind, still only about a couple car lengths. Cuts the corner just a tad. Doesn't go by. Nar with level 5. Tries to make a dive bomb, goes too wide, overcooks it. As he's now making the way through the sweeper. We're currently 11 laps into the race. And so far things have been a little bit of a train. Oh, that's a good run for Norbler 05. Takes the inside from Scheib. Scheib with the better exit though. Will take the position. Though it actually almost looks like the Cadillac might be just narrowly out accelerating his Viper. They're right against each other, bumper to bumper, as Norbler 05 takes the inside through the sweepers. Is Scheib going to fight back any? Yes, he is. Tries to take a move around the outside of the double apex hairpin. It works for him. Although it looks like Norbler still with a good run within fighting range. So it looked like things were going a little bit roughly for Scheib for a little bit there, but he's gone all the way back up. Seems like all the way from 3rd to 6th place, things are about evenly spread out between a couple seconds of each other. How's Performance Engineer been doing? He's been dominating. Look at this. He's been doing perfect lines the entire day. And it's actually, I believe, Aris Netta might be closing in little by little on Jen. See if anything happens between these two. Might be a battle for 7th, but still a battle nonetheless. We take what we can here in SLC. And it looks like Aris Netta going to miss the apex, but it looks like Jen gets a bad shift there, and Aris is going to slide by. Take 7th place. As it looks like, once again, battling going on between, looks like Scheib and Nar still back at it, and Nar with a good looking run, gets a lag spike, loses a bit of ground. He's still a bit there, gets it back after Scheib smacks the wall on the sweepers. So he's back in 3rd place, goes wide, so does Scheib. He identifies right there too. Although it looks like Scheib took advantage of that little wide run, got a lot more speed out of it. He's right on his tail. Tries to make a move on the outside. It does work for the moment. Will now try to hold him off as to make the way through the front straightaway. Jack Pro also seemingly catching up little by little, as looks like side-by-side action between Nar and Scheib there. Anything going on between the leaders? Something soon. Nothing yet. Still between Scheib and Nar for the podium. And it's side by side down the tunnel straight into the S's. Nar's back at the spot. And for the lead, it is still separated by just a little margin here, but catching up slowly by slowly, little by little. Which could be the same thing you could say about the rest of the field. Nominal 5 gets a worse exit than Scheib. Scheib's about to approach side-by-side action again for the podium. Gets the move, only a little bit though, as Nard takes the inside. Scheib runs the outside up to the gravel. We're going to look at our cuts here. Aris Netta 2 cuts away from a 10-second time penalty. I should probably tell her. Aris, you are 2 cuts away from... Actually, never mind. You're fine. I forgot that there was a 25 cut penalty, not 20. Because this race is a little bit extended, so that's a little bit of crap on my part. For the lead, though, it's still closer. And it looks like that Viper is outstarting that Mercedes little by little. We're going to look back just for the moment, as Nar gets a little loose there. Here's Netta. Everything is about the same, so we're going to watch over at the front. This is where things I would say matter, as it looks like Jack Pro gets a good looking run, starting to get closer and closer towards Performance Engineer, only about a couple car lengths between the two of them. Laps look like it's more towards it's about even between the two, though I do believe maybe Jack might have the better end. Jack is a little bit faster this time around. Maybe tire wear might become a little bit of a factor here. We are slowly approaching the halfway point, so it wouldn't be bad to do a pit stop here either. As Shaq Pro is starting to get closer and closer, I'd say about maybe 4 car lengths between the two of them. Only 0.3 of a second separating the two, as both of them go a little bit wide through the S's, probably trying to carry as much speed as physically possible. But looking back, there's a battle for the podium going on, as Novel 05 is going to take it back from Shy. We missed an overtake. The battle between them has separated a little bit. Looks like lap cars might become a factor relatively soon. So you can see Eris Netta there. She's going to need a little bit of a stroke of bad luck from another driver. Shibe 21, Noveler 05 side by side to make the way through the sweeper into the final turn through the last little chicane. Shibe with a good looking run. And looking back, Noveler gets the move. Shibe trying to do what he can. That's the difference between Perf and Jack, separated by a little bit. Has any new lap records been set? No, they have not. Jack with another cut. He just identifies back there. So a lot of action going on there. As you can see, Jen starting to catch up. We're going to watch for the battle for the podium. Looks like still side-by-side action about to go underway as they make the way through the chicane. I mean, through the hairpin. What am I saying? I'm drunk right now. But it looks like Noveler 5 is going to keep the position. Shaq Pro and Perfect kind of been on each other. No, they've been literally on each other, side by side for the lead. Jack Pro at the point for the moment, not far behind though. Perf taking the inside for a brief moment, still trying to get that inside as much as he can. The leader's now approaching a battle for the position, and it looks like a little bit more horsepower we have. Performance Engineer. Jack Pro is going to run a little bit wide there. That's more than likely another cut for him. Both of them side by side going through to the tunnel. You can see your lap cars there. So everyone's back into the field. Here's now going to be the first lap car of the day, more than likely. As the two leaders inching closer and closer. Meanwhile, Jack Pro look up towards the inside. And they go 3 wide with the lap car. Tries to make the move. Performance Engineer still at the front. And Shaq Pro cannot get away from him. I'm sorry, it says Perf can't get away from Jack. But Jack can't exactly back off either. You can see East has been overtaken by Jen there at some point. As for the lead, once again, side-by-side action down to the back, down the tunnel straight. We are all fumbled up. This track is so unfamiliar. It's only been raced once before in these cars, and I was actually the one driving in that, so I don't know why I'm doing so bad. Performance Engineer still at the front. Will Jack Pro be able to do anything? I do believe he's just out of range. Meanwhile, East 951, not far behind, you can see, gets back up to the 6th place spot there. Not long though. Jen gets it back. As Noveler and Shibe still duking it out. Noveler back ahead. I think the guys we need to watch from are probably these guys and East 951. You can see 2 battles starting up here. And look at the speed of performance carries through this turn. He's going to go by these guys like it's nothing, it seems. There he comes, and there he goes. He is by East 951. There's Jack Pro a little bit behind. There's your next lap car. We're slowly approaching the halfway point. You can see East 951 first pit stop. make sure to go to your pit lane. You can see your numbers. East 951 going to the pits. It's a little bit of a struggle to get into the car. There's a lot of time lost trying to get into that car. You actually can't. Okay. Is it working? That was a bad pit stop by East 951 there. Sometimes it is kind of luck based. I wonder if anyone else is going to try to make any pit stops. A little bit of an undercut, but still a respectable strategy. He's not able to fight, make his way through. Decent looking pit stop by Noveler 5. Might make up some ground on East here. There's Netta's car. And man, East is just all the way behind the dust. Shive 21 intensifies. Will be the next ones battling for anything. And there's East 951 about to be overlapped by Shive. That was a really rough that was a very rough pit stop for him, and a lot of time lost. As it looks like Jack Bro makes his way into the pits. Jack Bro's race is going to depend on this pit stop more than likely. Let's see how vital this will be for him. Tries to hop in. That's a good looking pit stop by Jack Bro. And he's out. Jack Crow now out with a good pit stop there. One of the better ones I've seen today. As the field seems to be a little bit spread out, I think 10-5 is the next person that has not made one, as well as Performance Engineer. Have to see what these two do. As your next person in the pits is going to be 10-5 here, as well as Jen. 951 into the pit lane. Once again, not sure why he's doing a double pit strategy. He must have missed something. More than likely missed fuel. And that is a frustrating thing when that happens, especially after having such a slow pit stop like he did earlier. This is going to be a very, very long day for him. And only leaves one person that stayed out, and that is Performance Engineer, whom could probably get away comfortably. Will he even be able to do a no pit stop run? He tries not to. You see he's got a 25-second gap. He might be trying to short shift now. Gen pit stop will be reviewed. Most of the battles have been spread out now. We'll listen carefully. 10-5 here. As your next person in the pits is going to be 10-5 here. Evidence is insubstantial to get anything. What is Shive doing? As it looks like Performance Engineer even going to do a pit stop. And Shive gets his done. Both of them waiting in the pits. Both of them out. And it looks like Performance Engineer is going to stay ahead. And he will fall behind Jack Pro PC there. Jack Pro going to get back the lead, but Perf has got slightly fresher tires, so now it's going to be a little bit of an interesting game between the two of them. I don't see it very often when Performance Engineer does a pit stop, and now that he's behind, you might see He tends to do a lot better with worse tires. Maybe fuel's been an issue. You also see East 951 not racing with anyone at the moment, it seems. Performance engineer. Oh, and there's Jen spinning out. I will clarify again. I don't know if I heard this, but evidence is insubstantial for Jen. Actually, I'll review the exit. Yeah, it's insubstantial. Yeah, I couldn't figure. I didn't have any footage of his entrance. There's a narrow window, but there is no footage. Meanwhile, for the lead, it's steering back up. Jack Pro PC side by side for the lead. And Performance Engineer tries to make a move around the outside, can't get anything to stick around. Performance Engineer, maybe he'll try to find something through the inside. No, he'll look forward to the outside. Peeks back to the inside, side by side. Performance Engineer back to the front. How long is it going to last? Looks like Jack Pro gets a good run. The two of them side by side down the front straightaway. Performance Engineer going to get by with the acceleration. That doesn't matter. We don't penalize people for how they enter the pits as long as they're within the right speed. Or if they're in their pit lane or pit spot. That's all. But yeah, Perf, your new leader. There's a car that sounds like it's having some issues back there. I'll have to see if they're stuck. That sounded like that could be Jen. But things seem to be fine. So let's watch from Performance Engineer. I don't see anyone. So I don't believe anything has happened. We're over halfway done and actually starting to approach the closing laps of the race today. I think this has probably been one of the fastest GTI races I've ever hosted. Yeah. What is that? Shot not moving. Press C. Let me see if that behavior was fair or not. No further review. As Arisnetta and Tenify is battling for a position here. Two teammates in Fortune Racing, you can tell by the black and yellow livery. And quite a spicy one, I've got to admit. Seems like she's gotten a little bit out of the range of attack. And so far, the only people on lead lap is Performance Engineer and Jack Pro, so that shows you the pace of what's going on. As it looks like Tenify's right on Arisnetta's tail. And inching up and up and up. Cannot get the good exit though. Her 650S is a lot better at handling than that Viper. That Viper though does have much better acceleration. As you can see, already, even though I had to worst exit out of the tunnel, is back where he was, side by side, for 4th place. And it looks like 10-5 has it for the moment, though. Aris now trying to see if she can get anything potentially here. She makes a move once again through the double 8 pets hairpin. They're side by side, I think. It's hard to tell with this lag. As Arisnetta gets through once again for 4th place. But back at the front, Performance Engineer loses the lead, so we're going to watch the lead battle. I apologize for missing that very crucial lead change. That could have been the one, that could have been the move of the race. Have to see though. As Performance Engineer backing off a little bit from Jack for the moment. You see Shive there. Another World Team Racing driver there. And I believe Performance Engineer going to go through. He does. Gets a good run in the direction of Jack Pro there. I'm saying there a lot. Funny. It's a good run. It's a really good run. Performance Engineer now at the bumper of Jack Pro. Side by side for the lead. Tries to make the move around the outside. Tucks over to the inside as they switch around. And Jack will keep the lead up to the double A Pets hairpin. Will Perf try anything? He tries to catch up. They go side by side now through the sweeper. We're currently 36 laps into the race with 15 laps to go. Or 14 laps to go. Coming now into 13 laps to go. 13 to go. And Perf is your leader. Performance Engineer. What a drive he's been on today. As it is potentially a new lap record. We'll have to see what Performance Engineers, or what Jack Pro set last year. He's been saying 47, so very impressive driving by Perf. What's been happening with 10 5s? There is a car there, that is Shive. Alright, we're gonna have a race back yellow flag, but not this time by, next time by. Or, because the leaders just passed by, so we're gonna do it on that, so keep going, keep going. I know, I'm aware, Shive, DNF. Waiting currently on the leaders. And it is actually a repeat incident, as you can see drivers now making their way into the pit lane. And I believe those are the leaders there. Alright, Perf gets the race back. I'm going to allow people that have been lapped to drive their laps back, so if you have been lapped, you can pass me. Just run as fast as you can. So, East, F51. Everyone that's a lap down, you could overtake. Alright, just keep running then. I'm going to try to control this in a way where we're going to have enough laps. So Eris, Netta, and Jen, 25-second time penalties. East, Not 25 second, 10 second. 10 second time penalties. You serve a drive-through? I'll check after the race then. If you did a drive, so the penalty is supposed to be a 10 second, but if you do a drive-through, that's actually worse to do. So I'll check if you guys have. If that's the case, then I'll let it slide. But please, by the way, keep your positions. So don't like race. Try to keep the positions you guys were in. When the yellow was called. Yeah, keep racing then. Keep driving. The reason I'm doing this is to save fuel and tires. We'll try to get this done under green. I just need you guys to drive. To have the lag spike there, what happened to my noise? Only only East is one lap down now, so this makes it more convenient. We should be good to go green once everyone is here, and of course the car is fixed. Ambulance would be nice for Shive there, but I'll give it a fly. Sorry, I just want to hear that car. So Jack Pro with the 10-second time penalty. 25 cuts or more. No. No, because they're under caution. I'm not going to allow you to serve a penalty under caution. Currently waiting on East. Okay, we are going to clear out the car, and then we're going to have a... Actually, Shad, can you fly your car out of the track? Just fly your car off the track so we could go green. Right, everyone maintain 60 miles an hour. I need to go back to the straight. Yes, I'm lucky. Maintain 60. The guy between this car made scene on track. Jake, help me watch the guys in the back. Maintain pace. Maintain pace. Maintain pace. Maintain pace. Green flag. Okay, Jen, give up one spot. Clear, clear. That's how you do it. Alright, well, the green flag is back out at Goborg. And we have a penalty for Jack Pro for excessive cuts. There's a couple people that have potentially high levels of cuts over here. I have one DNF as Daniels. As Jen trying to make a move, but over in the back is just a mess. 3 wide in the back for the 4th place spot, I believe. Aziz is going to tap the wall, lose the spot. Back up at the front, you have your leader, performance engineer. So currently 6 laps to go. See all of them going 3 wide back there. So it seems like there's a battle stirred up for 4th place. There's the 2 650Ss and the Viper. As Zeus tries to make a move, Air's not going very slow, loses 2 spots there from 4th to 6th place. East now in 4th, Tenafly's not far behind as Airs is also just on the bumper. We're losing ground. And the front is now about a second, at least, as Jack is going to go and do a pit stop. What are you doing, Jack? It's not a drive-through, that is a pit stop. Do another stop. Do another stop. The drive-through is when you drive through. Stop your car right now. Stop your car in the pit. Stop your car in the pit. In the pit spot. What are you... You probably should have taken the penalty, honestly. It was a 10-second time penalty. Okay, go. There's been some questionable actions by certain drivers today. This is certainly one of them. There's a penalty served. There's a whole lap down now. There's a bunch of penalties today. Zersna tries to make a move around the inside, around the outside, 3 wide down the double 8 Pets hairpin. Still 3 wide. And Zersnetta is going to fall back for the moment. Jen at the lead. As for the 2nd place spot, it's a battle between Nar and Tenaflies. Noveler trying to do what he can. Tenafly slides by after Nar touches the curbs. Meanwhile, for 4th, still a battle going on. But it's a bit of a surprise podium, I've got to admit. As it looks like Noveler 5 going to slide through for the moment. How long will this last, though? Tenafly looks up towards the outside, tries to make things stick. Nar fights back. The 2 of them side by side through the sweeper. You can see 3 in the back also for 4th. As performance engineer already through. Tenaflies with a good looking nets it. As he's side by side with Noveler 05. 2 laps to go. So, alright, driver's 2 to go. Tenaflies is going to try to get ahead for the moment. He is ahead. Now takes 2nd. Podium now opened up to Jen. Though, of course, we're going to have to counter for penalties, which Eris, Netta, Jen, East, and no longer Jack. But all three in the back were there with the penalty. Now we'll learn 10 to 5 still clean, I believe. Although, is close. White flag in the air. Performance engineer. She's cruising by, meanwhile everyone else clawing for whatever they can. We have to watch that one closely, as it looks like Jack are already making up some ground. Might be able to scrap a spot for maybe Eris, as there's 2 wide action for 4th place. Now 4-way battle for somewhere along the podium, potentially about to stir up on the final lap here. Performance engineer gonna stroll across the line very shortly. We're gonna watch over at this battle side by side between Nar and 10 to 5. Now to the double 8 putts hairpin. It is a close one. Your winner today is going to be Performance Engineer. Now looking at the back being where the battle is going. 10 to 5 ahead of Nar. How long is that going to last? And does Nar have anything to give for him? He does not. Second place is going to be Nar. It's a photo finish though. That finish will be reviewed, and the rest of your positions are on the board. We will be watching that finish to see how it goes. See who is who. Guys, you gonna stop? Alright, we're gonna try to figure out who that was. Alright, so the people with the penalties was Eris, Netta, East, and Jen. All of them will keep their positions as they are on the board. I mean, Jen does not have... Jen is fine. Jen is clean. Wait, no, he's not. No, he's not. Crap, let me see. Did East have any penalties? Yes, he did. He has a 20-second time penalty. That will put him 10, so that puts him behind Eris Netta for 6th place, so he will take over the sits. Okay. It's a little bit of a study here. I'm trying to get the thing set up. You just take the 10-second time penalty. That's the best way to take it. If you do a drive-through, you get a worse penalty. So you have 10 seconds added to your finishing. Because you were trying to do a drive-through, and I was expecting you to do a pit stop. I'm like, and that's not a drive-through. That is a pit stop. Drive-through is when you go through the pit lane. You can be ordered to do a drive-through if you jump, but no. No, I don't do 10-second stop and goes unless you're like, you know. Yeah, no, I just don't do that in general. I just add time. But anyways, East 951 will be moved up behind Eris, but positions are Performance Engineer, Narwaller 05, Jen. You want me to review? I will review the finish. Admittedly, that was close, based on the board. But let's get to the. 10-5 takes second. After review. The board does lie. Alright, so finishing positions, Performance Engineer, 10-5s, Noveler 05, Jen, Arisnetta, East 951, Jack Pro PC, Shive gets 1 point for DNFing. Let me teleport the podium. No, you're not. You have a time penalty. You have a worse time penalty. Okay, so that is your finish. If I could get 10-5s, if you could head over here. Just stay out of the photo. Alright, if you guys want to strike a pose, do it in 3, 2, 1. Shot, that's it, please. Shive, can you please exit the photo? Sometimes you gotta do things yourself. Alright, try it again. 3, 2, 1. Everyone frozen there. Okay. Anyone that wants to do an interview. None on perf or 10-5s, I assume. None for perf or 10-5s. No interview or interview. Two today for you, 10-5s. A little bit of an issue on the start, but I mean, heck, that was a good recovery drive.
I mean, pretty much. It was a very chaotic race. I did it first. Only did it once to get the main thing. Then I smashed, and I thought, well, the rest didn't pit. I'm going in. Fuck it. And Nara was calling with the tires. Yeah, microphone is buggy. Blame the phone, not me. And when I saw Nara do a mistake right at the hairpin, it was very tense when I got ahead, because then I had to keep him behind. It was a very good race, to be honest. Not bad starting from P3, P6.
Overall, awesome race for 10-5s here. I would not disagree. I think that was honestly a good performance. I'm actually pretty impressed. We're going to view this little cat nest unless you have anything you want to say. Or anything to add.
Wait, you're talking to me?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Can you repeat the question?
I'm going to see if I can interview Nar, unless you have anything else to add.
Yeah, sure.
I assume, is that it?
yeah, that's pretty much it. You can go next to Nar.
Alright,
Or-
thank you. Thank you for showing up today. You did awesome.
No problem.
And up next, we're not going to interview this awkwardly dressed, comically dressed boy. We're going to talk to this cat. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello there.
I drove good. I did a run. I tried listening to music this time and it helped. Although if you look at my stream, here is the final moments of our battle.
Let me see if I can pop that up. Actually, wait, it won't show up on the stream, but I'll watch it.
Oh. Okay, so here we are. I didn't go as wide as I could have. And this turn I messed up because I went wide on the hairpin.
Ah, so that's the move.
I did get a slightly better run off of the final turn because, as you can see, your 10 of 5s is right behind me. And then he's a bit farther behind, but yeah, I guess the timing system was on crack.
It always is. It always is.
Factual.
Very cool. Oh, I got kind of scared during the caution because before the caution I was pretty much guaranteed third place with how far ahead I was, and I did not go for the pit because I liked how my tires were doing at the time. And somehow I did not majorly mess up in the last part of the race, which is thankful. I'm thankful for. So, yeah.
Great podium drive by Gnarler 5 today. Let's see if we can speak up with Jen. Where is Jen? Oh, there's that noob.
Yeah, hello?
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, the start of the race, I think I did jump just a little bit. I underestimated the brakes. so I like slammed it so hard, and I started last, and I thought it was okay. I could like get my time back until I went on the main straight, and I noticed everyone is just pulling away from me. Like 1 or 2 seconds, like far from me, and I got super confused. I mean, don't get me wrong, the GTI isn't like that bad. Like it can corner, but the fact that I'm losing 2 seconds of straight line speed is kind of like discouraging to me. I could definitely tell you that the GTI is underperforming. I mean, maybe nerf the handling a bit. Sometimes even the handling would just like go static at some points, but that was not even the issue. The main issue for me was like the straight line speed that the car definitely did not have, and it was really discouraging for me to drive through the whole portion of the race with that. So yeah.
Was there any other cars you were thinking of choosing, switching? You do have the ability to switch now since you've done 3 races.
Yeah, I definitely 100% would like to switch to the S650S. I think it's an all-rounder car that won't like do me wrong, and I can't really blame it if I don't do good on it because I know it's good.
Oof.
So yeah, I think I believe that the 650S is going to be a good choice for me.
All right. Is there anyone else that wants an interview? East. Good job on Jen, but up to East now. How are you doing?
Doing alright. Definitely gonna protest the finish. Cause I had 49 cuts crossing the line.
You're gonna have to show proof that you've done that with a recording or something.
I don't have a recording, but I feel like you should have that tab open when streaming, but whatever. But I believe I led the first and only lap of my career today. So, big win there. But other than that, today was pretty terrible. If you look at the drivers list there, you see everyone had a kind of rough day with the corner cuts. And I feel like at the end there, it just kind of turned into a free-for-all for all the people who already had time penalties to just cut as many times as possible without going over 50. It was a lot of fun. But yeah. Good race, everyone. I'm going to try and see if I can find a way to get proof. I had 49 at the end there.
Alright, thank you for showing up to this race, East 951. I don't know if there's anyone else, but if anyone else does, just stick around.
I would also like to add that I have been purpose. I was like trying to cut my way to like catch up with everyone every single time. Like when I kept getting close to everyone, they just like fly away, and I had to keep cutting and cutting just to keep up with everyone.
Well, as long as you didn't do a cut to overtake someone, I mean, that's...
No.
That's,
like the most I got even a chance to pass people are like...
Or if you're like, cutting entire sections, if it's up toll and I'm not, there to spot you doing it,
yeah.
I can't do much.
Yeah, the car was really just discouraging to drive in general, honestly.
Alright.
I wouldn't want to drive it again, that's for sure.
Alright. Well, that should be today. I'm going to do the announcement real quickly. The MITS cars are up after this, and if you have a GTI license, you are actually able to race in these MITS cars. You just need to clarify to me ASAP if you're interested. We just got racers, man.
I want to see that awful start of a race.
Well,
I'm going to show you what happened at the beginning of the race.
alright. Well, I'm going to finish up the stream. Yeah.
I was about to say, is the